Back again, your gurus of strength and science. This is going to be a quick one. This is not a villainous vociferations. The topic at hand today is
Form.
form. Form. It's like they say, location. Lifting, it's all about form. Alright, so we recorded ourselves doing 5 lifts. The overhead press, squat, deadlift, sumo deadlift, and the bench press.
The barbell row.
Oh,
So that's
6 lifts?
lifts.
Alright, well, 6 lifts.
Doing a bonus for you there.
There you go. We thought it'd be interesting because while we work out together, we have very disparate forms on many of the major lifts. And I don't know, we get questions a lot from beginners. Oh, does this look right? Am I doing this right? Am I going to get hurt? But, a lot of strong people in history have had very different looking forms. There's no one consistent form. Like, what are some weird forms out there in history of strong people?
Weird forms?
Yeah.
Like Lamar Gant.
Alright, there's one.
Ridiculous deadlift. There's a lot of ridiculous looking deadlifts.
Ed Cohn's helter-skelter hybrid sumo nonsense. And, even bench, there's no certain form.
Yeah, some people are just flat back. And, some people are ridiculous arch. It's all very different. Wide grip, close grip, so whatever works for you.
Exactly. Just keep experimenting. Whatever lets you move the most weight safely is the best form, isn't that?
Yep.
Alright, so we're gonna play some of the videos and we'll just try to talk you through our setups and what we're trying to do pretty much. And alright, let's get the video going. Alright, this is the strict overhead press. Right now I'm pretty much tightening my upper back, got my elbows in close because I want to use triceps. I move the bar straight up as possible, and once it gets past my head, I shoot my head through to make sure the bar path is completely linear. And there's me pointing my shoulder.
And my form's pretty similar on the press. Just tighten upper back, squeezing the whole body here, glutes, everything. Same with the head through. Mine's a little bit exaggerated here. I don't usually do that. I don't know why I did that, but yeah, triceps, drive, all that.
Alright, what do we got next? The squat. Alright, I go pretty wide with the hands. I don't like that close in nonsense. It's just uncomfortable. My feet stance, wide as a whore's vagina. If I could go wider, I'd go wider. I break at the hips first, and then as you can see, I really shoot my knees out there as much as possible. And got a good upper body lean going there. And, yeah, push the floor part to come up. That's pretty much it. No suit. What we got here?
Alright, I don't like to have the weight resting on my wrists because I've had wrist and elbow problems. So I have my hands over the bar, everything tight, and as with every lift. Pausing a little bit at the bottom there, I usually don't do that, but everything's pretty much the same as his. Besides that, just closer stance.
Alright, there's me on the bench, retracting my shoulders as much as possible. Tight upper back. Now I'm just trying to create a lower back arch and getting my feet set. I like my feet a little wide. It lets me push my heels to the ground. Grabbing the bar tightly. I like to keep my pelvis up so I can get more lower body drive. Tuck the elbows. Control on the way down. Pull it down. Don't let it fall down. My wrists are bent to hell. That's something I had to work on. But tuck on the way down. Then tight glutes. Push to the floor on the way up.
Alright. My setup's kind of weird. Just rock myself into place. I actually have my shoulders shrugged instead of just straight back or pulled down with the lats like usual. I feel it helps with shoulder stability better. And just not too much of a tuck, but you can see there it's good tricep involvement, good leg drive.
Got the deadlift here. I'm pretty close foot stance. Right there I'm just tightening my lats, tucking my lats in. Move my hips back on the way down. And I initiate the pull with my heels first. I push the ground down, then I start pulling. When I'm past my knees, I drive my hips forward. It's a high hip, close stance.
Alright. We got here. I got my wide-ish stance. I usually like to dip down a little bit lower than my starting hip position just to get some momentum going, or at least perceived momentum. But other than that, it's pretty normal form.
We got the sumo deadlift set up. Pretty much trying to imitate my squat as much as possible. A little wider. That setup looks so badass. Hips back on the way down, knees out just like my squat. Let your arms fall down naturally. And then yeah, spread the floor on the way up. I use a little more back because my hips are a little higher.
Mine's more of a semi-sumo. Feet stance is a little bit closer. The same, let the arms fall naturally. Mine is really deep. Hip position would probably start a little bit higher with heavier weight, but I haven't done sumo in some time, so you know.
You got your basic barbell row here. Not much to say. Feet wide. Just pull up to your chest, pretty much. And there's me rowing.
Yeah, I like to have my deadlift stance, deadlift grip, and just pull right into the sternum. Just smash the shit out of the sternum. That's it.
Yep.
Yep.
Here we go. So yeah, those are some pretty basic lifts. Everyone should integrate into their program, no matter what your goals are. They're gonna help you get stronger, ripped. They're compound movements. They're gonna get you big. Just as you see, we're both experienced lifters, but our forms are very different.
Yep, and always evolving.
Right. Still not completely sure on all my lifts. And like I was saying the other day, I saw a video of KK Constantine. He broke a junior deadlift record, world record. And if you look at his deadlift form then, when he's a world record breaker, it's different than it is now. He's still changing his form even when he's breaking records.
Mm-hmm.
And
a lot of that has to do with adapting your form around injuries.
Yeah.
Because, as I believe it was Ripto that said, injuries are the price we pay for not having sat around their asses.
Right.
So, you're going to have your little nagging injuries. You might have a major blowout. It all depends. But never stop. Always just adapt. Be like water. And
yes, Bruce Lee.
Yeah, just throwing all the big people out there. Yeah, and KK has his close grip. I don't know exactly why close grip bench, but my guess was that he had some sort of either pec strain or a shoulder problem.
Right.
So that's the only way he can really bench and move weight.
Right, and try to work around your body type also. Our form is different on the lifts just because we have very different body types. I'm a lot longer. My limbs are long. I carry most of my mass in my upper body. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm got a lot of mass in my lower body and long femurs compared to my torso. So, I'm gonna use a lot of leg drive and whatnot.
Right. So, yeah, this was just a basic explanation of our forms on the major lifts. I know a lot of you guys have form questions. I hope this clears it up. This is very basic stuff. If you have any more questions, just shoot them at us. We'll be glad to elaborate. And send us videos too of you performing a lift.
Form videos we'll critique. We'll give you tips. We'll give you sexual pleasure with our tips.
All right. On that note, good seeing you again.
Adios.
Till next time.